My name is Sophie. I'm 22 years old. I grew up in a small town called Brookhaven. It's a quiet place. Everyone knows each other. We have one cafe, one park, and a little library. I loved it there. My family was always close. My friends were like family. But after college, I felt restless. I wanted to try something new. Then, I got a job offer in a big city called Starville. It was a job at a flower shop. I love flowers. They make people smile. I was so excited, but I was also scared. Moving away, leaving everything I know, that felt huge. I sat with my parents at our kitchen table. "Sophie, this is your chance," my mom said. Her eyes were teary. "You're ready for this." My dad nodded. "We're proud of you, but call us, okay?" I hugged them tight. I packed my bags, just one suitcase and a backpack. I looked around my room one last time. My posters, my books, my old stuffed bear. My heart hurt. "You can do this," I whispered to myself. I got on a train to Starville. The ride was long. I watched my small town disappear. The fields turned into tall buildings. My stomach twisted. This was my new beginning. Starville was overwhelming. The streets were loud. Cars honked. People rushed past me. My new apartment was small. It had a tiny kitchen, a bed, and one window. The view was a busy street. I unpacked my clothes. I set up a photo of my family on the table. I felt so far from home. I wanted to love Starville, but I felt lost. What if I didn't belong here? What if I failed? I pushed those thoughts away. "One step at a time, Sophie," I told myself. My first day at the flower shop was Monday. The shop was called Petals Bloom. It was beautiful. Bright flowers filled the room. Roses, tulips, daisies. The air smelled sweet. My boss, Ms. Elena, was kind. She had a big smile. "Welcome, Sophie," she said. "You'll do great here." Ms. Elena showed me what to do. I had to arrange flowers, water plants, and help customers. It sounded easy, but it wasn't. The shop was busy. Customers asked for specific flowers. "Do you have red roses? Can you make a bouquet fast?" I didn't know all the flower names yet. I mixed up orders. I dropped a vase. It didn't break, but I felt embarrassed. By the end of the day, my feet hurt. My head was spinning. I made so many mistakes. I felt like I wasn't good enough. Have you ever felt out of place somewhere new? Like you don't fit in? That's how Sophie felt. Let's see what happens next. That night, I sat in my apartment. It was quiet. Too quiet. I missed my mom's cooking. I missed my dad's jokes. I missed my friends laughing in our backyard. I called my best friend Lily back in Brookhaven. "I don't know if I can do this," I said. My voice was shaky. "This city is so big. Work is so hard." Lily's voice was soft. "Sophie, you're strong. It's just new. Give it time." I hung up and looked out my window. The city lights were bright. People walked by, talking and laughing. I wanted to feel like I belonged. But I felt so alone. I went to bed with a heavy heart. The next day, I went back to the flower shop. I was nervous, but I tried again. I watched Miss Elena arrange a bouquet. I wrote down flower names in a notebook. I smiled at customers, even when I felt shy. Slowly, things got a little easier. I made a simple bouquet. A customer loved it. "This is perfect," she said. I smiled. Maybe I could do this. One day, I noticed a guy who came to the shop every week. He was about my age. He always bought one yellow daisy. He had a quiet smile and wore a green jacket. I wondered why he only bought one flower. One afternoon, the shop was slow. He came in, as usual. I took a deep breath. "Hi," I said. "You always get a yellow daisy. Is it your favorite?" He looked surprised, then smiled. "Yeah, I'm Ben. I buy it for my grandma. She loves daisies." I'm Sophie, I said. That's so sweet. Ben nodded. She's in a nursing home. The daisy cheers her up. We talked for a bit. Ben told me he moved to Starville last year. He worked at a coffee shop nearby. This city was hard at first, he said. I felt lost, but I found things I love, like this flower shop. Have you ever met someone who made you feel less alone? It's special, isn't it? Ben was that person for Sophie. Let's keep going. Ben and I started talking more. He came to the shop every week. Sometimes he stayed after buying his daisy. He told me about Starville. There's a park with a little fountain, he said, and a bakery with amazing cookies. You should check them out. Thanks, I said. I'm still getting used to this place. It takes time, Ben said, but you'll find your spot. His words gave me hope. After work, I decided to explore. I walked to the park Ben mentioned. The fountain sparkled in the sun. Kids ran around. An old man played a guitar. I sat on a bench and took a deep breath. The city felt a little less scary. The next week, I made a big mistake at work. A customer ordered a wedding bouquet. I used the wrong flowers. She was upset. This isn't what I wanted, she said. Her voice was loud. I felt my face get red. I wanted to hide. Ms. Elena stepped in. She fixed the bouquet and calmed the customer. After, she pulled me aside. Sophie, it's okay, she said. Mistakes happen. You're learning. Her kindness meant so much. I nodded. I'll do better, I said. That evening, Ben came to the shop. I told him about the mistake. I feel like I'm failing, I said. My voice was quiet. You're not failing, Ben said. You're new. It's hard to move to a city like this. I messed up a lot when I started at the coffee shop. I burned coffee. I spilled milk. But I kept going. Ben's story helped. I decided to try new things. I went to the bakery he told me about. The cookies were so good. I walked through a market with bright stalls. I bought a small plant for my apartment. It made my room feel more like home. Starville was starting to feel less strange. One day, I felt brave. I invited Ben to the park after work. I was nervous. What if he said no? But he smiled. That sounds fun, he said. We met at the fountain. We sat on a bench and ate ice cream. Ben told me about his grandma. She raised me, he said. She's my favorite person. That's why I bring her a daisy every week. That's so special, I said. I miss my family. I call them, but it's not the same. I get it, Ben said. When I moved here, I missed home so much, but I found new people, like you. I blushed. Thanks, Ben. You make this city feel better. We talked until the sun set. The park lights glowed. I felt warm inside, like I wasn't so alone anymore. Ben walked me to my apartment. Let's do this again, he said. Definitely, I said, smiling. The next day, I felt different at work. I wasn't as scared. I made a beautiful bouquet. Ms. Elena clapped. Sophie, you're getting so good, she said. I beamed. I was proud of myself. Weeks passed. I kept improving at the flower shop. I learned all the flower names. I made bouquets without help. Customers started asking for me. Sophie, can you make my bouquet? One said. My heart swelled. One evening, Ben came to the shop with a surprise. He handed me a small paper bag. Inside was a cookie from the bakery. It had a flower drawn on it with icing. For you, he said, to celebrate your new beginning. I laughed, my eyes teary. Ben, this is so nice, thank you. That night, I put the cookie on my table, next to my family photo and my plant. I looked out my window. The city lights didn't feel so cold anymore. I called my mom. I think I'm okay here, I said. I'm making friends. I'm learning. You're doing so well, Sophie, she said. We miss you, but we're so proud. Months went by. I kept working at the flower shop. Ben and I became close friends. We explored Starville together. We went to the market, ate at new cafes, and sat by the fountain. I still missed Brookhaven sometimes. I missed my parents' hugs. I missed Lily's laugh. But Starville was my home now. I wasn't the scared girl from the train anymore. I was stronger. I was happier. Sometimes, new beginnings are hard. They're scary. They make you feel small, but they also make you grow. Sophie faced challenges. She felt alone. But she found a friend. She found a place to belong. Starville wasn't just a city. It was her chance to become a new version of herself. And that's the end of our story. A new beginning in a new city. I hope it touched your heart and made you feel connected to Sophie's journey. Have you ever moved to a new place or started something new? Maybe a new school, job, or city? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to read it. To practice your English, watch this video again and try repeating the dialogue out loud. It's great for your speaking skills. You can also write the story in your own words to practice writing. And here's a fun challenge. Think of a small step you could take to try something new. Maybe visit a new place or talk to someone new. Tell us about it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you love this story, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more English stories. We'll be back with another story to help you learn English in a fun way. See you next time.